Randy.
Thank you, everybody, and good afternoon. First and foremost, I want to thank New Era and the Cook family. It's a great story. If you don't know about New Era, I would recommend you spend a little time. It's what America's all about. And to have a group like that, as well as the Yankees, Randy, Mark, John, you're part of our family, and we'll speak a little bit more about that in a minute. You have to have somebody champion this, because in the end, bowl games are about student athletes and their experience, and couldn't have two better partners than the Yankees and New Era, so thank you. I want to congratulate my friend Scott Barnes and Pat Narduzzi at the University of Pittsburgh, tremendous institution, Research One institution, on just a great season. I had a chance to tell Coach Narduzzi, all eyes on college football. We're with the Pitt Panthers as they travel to Death Valley and win that game, and I know I was rooting for him, and a lot of other people in America were rooting for him. We're honored to play them, not only because of the competition, but because they're friends. I've known Scott for a while. I have not had a chance to meet Coach Narduzzi, though he was in the Big Ten at Michigan State. It's a wonderful program, represents all that's right in college athletics. This is like being invited to a family party when I think about it. Certainly the colleagues that we have at Pitt. But as was mentioned, before he was Mr. Steinbrenner, he was Coach Steinbrenner, walking the sidelines in Evanston. And then, has been articulated, to have somebody like Joe Girardi come through here. But I have an additional memory, and I went to Weber Catholic High School in the city of Chicago, and Moose Skowron was the most famous alum. Coach Krzyzewski would say he was the most famous alum, but I'm more of a baseball guy than basketball, so I thought Moose Skowron was more famous than Coach K. So it's wonderful, and it's an honor and a privilege to get invited to participate in this event. I think you'll really like our football team, and I'll have a chance now to say a few words about our football coach. And I want to make one clarification that Mark indicated. He introduced Coach Fitzgerald as a great father and husband first, and a great football coach second. But I guess as your boss on December 28th, I need those roles to be reversed. I need you to be a great coach on the 28th, and maybe secondarily a father and husband. It's a great group of young men. 97% graduation rate, above a 3.0, a department that has a 3.32 GPA, 5,000 hours of community service. The list goes on and on. I'm really proud of them, and I know they're going to enjoy coming to New York City, because I think we have half the team that's never been to New York. So this will be a great, great event for them. As a father of five, I think it will sum up how I feel about Pat. You would turn over any of your children to our football coach at Northwestern. That's how I feel about him. So without any further ado, let me introduce our head football coach at Northwestern, Pat Fitzgerald.
No pressure, huh? Wow. It's great to be here, and an honor to be here. And Jim, thank you for the kind words. I want to start off by thanking Randy and the New York Yankees. Obviously that's been documented now in the previous speakers about our history and our family connections to the Yankees, and it's a great honor to be here. I've gotten to have a great relationship with Era Parsegian, and Coach is the one that shared me the initial stories about Coach Steinbrenner. There's some great ones that, quite frankly, I'm not going to share. You can call Era and ask him, but obviously very special time in his life, and it's great to hear those stories. And Joe Girardi and I have been friends for a long, long time, and to be texting back and forth with him a week ago, and also to have a conversation with him, and now to come, quite frankly, play in the arena and in the stadium here in New York that Joe's in the dugout with is a true honor for me and for our student athletes. To the Pinstripe Bowl and everyone on Mark's staff, thank you for the honor and the privilege that it is to be here to represent the Big Ten. And to Bill Adams and everyone at New Era, we appreciate your partnership for the bowl season. As a student athlete that competed in 2 bowl games, I firmly believe in the bowl experience for student athletes. I think it's second to none. And as Jim alluded to have the opportunity to bring our young men, their families, our students, our alums that are not only here in the greater New York area, but also from throughout the country here to New York City to celebrate bowl season is an absolutely terrific honor and a terrific privilege. Congratulations to Scott Barnes and the Pitt Panthers, and obviously to my good friend Pat Narduzzi. We've known each other for a long time. Had a chance down to watch his team on video. I also was watching that game. As Pat knows, he received a text message from me congratulating him after he won. I don't know how he responded to me. I'm sure he got 3,000 text messages after that game, but I've been a big fan of Pat's. He ran, you can argue, one of the best defenses in the country when he was at Michigan State, when we really got to know each other. And now the way that he runs his program is first class. And you pop on the video and you see a tough physical football team that's well coached in all 3 phases, that has, in my opinion, just a few plays away from probably being not only conference champions, but also probably playing, potentially in a college football playoff. That's how talented they are. So we understand we've got a huge challenge, but I believe we've got a pretty darn good football team too. As I mentioned earlier, our backfield combination of Clayton Thorson and Justin Jackson are 2 of the most dynamic young men in Big Ten football, along with Austin Carr, a wide receiver that's up for the Blitnikoff Award here this week on Thursday at the ESPN Award Show. Defensively, Anthony Walker anchors our front 7, the young man that was an All-American a year ago, and he had another terrific season. And then Godwin Igwe-Buke, one of our junior safeties, has had a terrific season. I can go on and on specifically about our players, but I won't. It's just a great honor to represent the Big Ten Conference. It's a terrific honor to be partners with the Yankees, with New Era, and to represent our great university here in the New Era Pinstripe Bowl. So thank you for the honor. Look forward to the great challenge against the Pitt Panthers. Thanks a lot. Go Cats. Thank you. Thanks, buddy. Thank you.